Baton Rouge is rolling into the spotlight as it hosts this year's U.S. Bowling Congress Open Championship.
That's right, and the event attracts thousands of top bowlers from around the globe.
Sports correspondent Victor Howell takes us to the Baton Rouge River Center for more. Take a look.
20 hours a day, 150 days straight. There'll be nonstop bowling action behind us here. The U.S. Bowling Congress is back in Baton Rouge for the Nationals. Aaron Smith with the USBC joining us. Good to see you. Thank you. Welcome back to Baton Rouge.
Well, thank you for having us.
It's great to have you all back here. How exciting is it to be back?
Oh, it's tremendous. It's been 13 years since the Open Championships competitors have made their way to Baton Rouge, which, you say 13 years seems like a short time, but so many new bowlers are in the sport. So many new bowlers are experiencing the Open Championships. We're going to have so many new people coming to this area to experience the excitement not only of the tournament, but of this great area.
13 years since you were here, 2012, the last time in Baton Rouge. And when you look at the numbers that you were telling us earlier that are coming here, it's the largest since the last time you were in Baton Rouge. Is that correct?
That is correct. Baton Rouge has had tremendous drawing power for our tournament. When we were here in 2005, we eclipsed 13,000 teams. In 2012, nearly 11,800, and we're just underneath that right now, 11,600 plus, and still more registering. So we have a chance to get to the 2012 number as well. But the bowlers have come out for Baton Rouge. They've come out for the build. They've come out for, obviously, the great culture here as well. They've really enjoyed coming to Louisiana to compete, and it shows in the room.
When you talked about the feedback, certainly the culture, I know the food, what is it that you think wants to bring everybody back, and from your experience as well, that makes Baton Rouge such a welcoming home to everybody?
Well, obviously there's a lot of great things to do in this area, and it's an area the bowlers don't get to go to very often. We do spend a lot of time on the West Coast for the Open Championships, so the chance to be in a more central location definitely is a great thing for a lot of folks in the Midwest and on the East Coast and the South. They get the opportunity to drive to the tournament, which usually isn't the case when they're heading to Reno or Las Vegas. But with that, one of the big parts of the Open Championships experience is not just the bowling. Obviously, that's very important to a lot of competitors, but taking in the rest of the trip, the vacation, the chance to go to unique places, unique spots, and enjoy all that. Baton Rouge has proved time and time again that they have a lot to do here, and the bowlers have definitely shown that by the numbers we're seeing this year.
Certainly the central location, but you're an hour from New Orleans, you're an hour from the Atchafalaya if they want to go do those sorts of tours and see so much in South Louisiana. So many people might think of bowling as birthday parties, a Friday night with friends with drinks and pizza. But when you're talking about the numbers that are coming here, I think I heard you say there's more than $7 million on the line. This is a real experience for these bowlers to come get some real money while they're here.
Absolutely. The prize fund at the Open Championships typically north of $7 million. That also depends on the amount of entries we have. So the fact that we have more entries, probably going to bump that number up a little bit by the time we get to the end of July. But 55,000 bowlers traveling from all across the United States, some even traveling overseas to come here to compete, certainly speaks to the competitive aspect of it. But with that being said, with a national event, a lot of people think, hey, nationals, I'm not good enough to compete in nationals. That's not the case. 55,000 bowlers coming to compete, but we have 3 different average-based divisions. So there's a lot of peer-to-peer competition taking place. So if you're a first-time bowler, you're not competing with, the players who have been bowling for years and years, those great players that you see on telecasts and stuff like that. You get to compete against bowlers of a similar skill set.
I know there's economic impact that Baton Rouge will feel. They're estimating well over $150 million over the next 5 months just because this USBC event is here in Baton Rouge. It is open to the public, so you can come anytime. It starts at 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and goes till 3? Is that correct? Give me the hours.
The actual bowling will start at 7 a.m., so that's the first squad of the day. We have 5 squads throughout the course of the day. The last one starts at 11:30 p.m. So the odds are that will be closer to 2:30 a.m., 3 a.m. when bowlers are, the last bowlers are finishing up for the day. Our staff is probably here closer to 23 hours a day. Bowlers are making their way across the lanes here though for 21, 22 hours a day.
And this is open where we're standing here, public seating throughout. For those who have never seen this or they want to see bowling, I said, let's go see what this is about. Why would you invite them out here to see some of the activities of the USBC?
That's a great question. This tournament, obviously, we've talked about what it brings to the community, what it brings to the area, people coming from all over. Showing that support, we're going to see you're going to see the bowlers in the community. The bowlers are going to be, you're going to get very familiar seeing bowling jerseys. They'll travel in teams. They'll be dressed the same. You'll see that out at restaurants, at bars, at the casino. So I think, showing that support here will be great, just to see the competition, understand what it's all about. But you're going to be seeing those bowlers a lot across town. So it's a great way to kind of introduce yourself to what's happening here and what you'll be seeing across the board.
You're bringing a lot to town, but before I let you go, you're also leaving a lot when you leave here. When this is done, I know there's a lot you use to set up 54 lanes plus, but a lot of these sources are going to be left here in Baton Rouge. Tell us about what you're going to do with that.
It took 2+ months to come together to basically take a blank convention space floor to 54 competition lanes, seating, vendor row, and all that great stuff that makes the tournament work. But at the end of it, we got to take all this out. We got to return the River Center as it was. So when we're finished, we're going to return it 100% blank space right here. But all these salvageable materials that we have from the build will go to the local Habitat for Humanity so they can be placed back into the community. That's something we've done 2005, 2012, and also in 2017 when the Women's Championships was here. So that's very important to USBC as well, to be able to give back to the community that hosts us for 5-6+ months.
Look for the shirts, look for the members. They will be here 55,000 plus strong for the next 5 months. I hope it goes well. Congratulations, welcome back to Baton Rouge, and good luck with everything.
Well, thank you so much.